On Kickstarter, you can help fund thousands of projects, like a drawing robot. See this thing? And
yeah.
it's from a company in China.
Well, that's cool, but we also like this idea. Some Nebraska filmmakers want to make a feature film based on a viral story. They're looking for Nebraska investors.
Randy Goodwin and Kevin McMahon are behind the Nebraska Film Project. Good to see both of you gentlemen.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for stopping by. You say pecans or pecans?
I say whatever tastes good on my vanilla ice cream.
Oh, you like that idea too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, that'd be killer. Yeah.
Well, thanks for stopping by, guys. This isn't about just one movie. You want to really build the film industry in Nebraska, right?
Yes.
Isn't that kind of your goal?
Yeah. We were both born here. I'm from Omaha. He was from Fremont. We've both been out in Los Angeles
16 years for me.
22 for me. And for the last 10 years, I started coming back and forth to try to get people excited about it. And it was hard, but it's changed with the independent film market, with most of the films that go to the Oscars being independent films outside of the studio system for a lot cheaper. It's people are starting to get on board, you know, change of the guard here. People are jumping on, and I met this guy through a mutual friend, and we hit it off, and we had the same vision, and in what, 5-6 months we've made more headway in that amount of time than in 10 years separately.
So what do you foresee looking down the road? If we're 5-10 years from now, what's film look like in Nebraska? The number of projects.
Well, what we want to really do is bring some of our Hollywood muscle back to Nebraska and really for real set up this industry so that the artists that are living here already can stay and work. And you know, we want to start with 5 films right out of the gates. That's what, you know, we have the Kickstarter going for Last Goodbye, but really what we want to do is get the investment for a slate of 5 films to keep people working for 3 years and use that as a jumping off point.
You really have aggressive plans. I want to move over to The Last Goodbye. What's The Last Goodbye about?
The Last Goodbye is based on a viral story that actually came out of Asia. It's about a man who wants to divorce his wife, and he doesn't have a good reason other than he has a mistress.
That's not a good enough reason, right?
Right, so he offers her everything, but her terms are, you must carry me to the door for 30 days, and then if you can do that, you know, on your way to work, if you can do that, I'll let you go without a penny. Yeah. And through that course of that time, he reestablishes that physical connection, then the emotional connection, and then he realizes that he still loves his wife, and he still wants to be married, so at the end of it, he decides he wants to stay with her, but what he didn't realize is she's been losing a battle with cancer the whole time that she kept from him. And so it's a very touching story about marriage and infidelity, but also it raises awareness about cancer. And
I think I remember seeing something on the internet about that story. It's circulated,
Why do you think it's an important one to tell?
Well, there's many reasons, for me anyway. I'm married, I have children. I take marriage very seriously. I don't get into it with the option of divorce. And to be loyal to your partner is a big deal. Even if you don't know what's going on with them, which you kind of should. You know, there's communication. There's so many things that people are going to learn from this. And hopefully that's one of them, to be able to deal with who they're with and work things out. And in this story, dealing with a disease that can take your life, and a lot of times does, this idiot, I have to call him an idiot, because he's looking at her in a way like, ah, man, she doesn't look as pretty, or something, she's not as vibrant anymore, and I'm going to go after somebody younger because I'm powerful and I can. And you find out that, oh my goodness, she was dying this whole time. She kept it from me. She was being stronger than I ever thought. I love this woman, and it's too late.
He had it all right in front of him.
He had it all along.
And we saw, when we showed our viewers the Kickstarter project, I think it said something like 8 days left if you want to be a part of the Kickstarter effort. Can you explain how this works?
What do investors get, too? Because it's not just a donation, right?
Yeah, you can be an angel investor if you want. But we have a lot of incentives that are very cool. You could, you know, actually be in the movie. You can have the A-list cast tweet for you or do videos from the set for you. It just depends on the level you come in at. You know, obviously, if you look at the numbers, it doesn't look like we're going to fund, but we've found this to be an incredible, you know, marketing campaign for that film. Thousands of people all around the world are sharing this film idea right now. So when we get the investment here, we're going to make that film. And we have a built-in audience, so tickets are already sold.
Let's get to the gala before we run out of time here. I know you've got this event coming up. little bit of red carpet, bringing some of that Hollywood back even before you start production on the film. Who would you encourage to join you on May 9th?
Everybody. Anyone who can write a nice sized check, because this slate is a minimum $5 million slate, which is not a lot of money because it's 5 films, which is what we can pull off in Nebraska with the talent that's here, with the people that are here, and we want to show people with this first slate at this such a low price that, hey, we can do this.
It's possible.
Keep it here, rotate the money.
If you'd like to attend the gala, email anyfilmevents@gmail.com, and then we have some information for you here now about the Nebraska Film Project in general. If you'd like to follow up by email, online, by phone, you're welcome to do it. And I look forward to this conversation, revisiting it in 2020, and saying, I remember when the guys were on the show, and look what's happened since.
Yeah. Yes.
We're
5
excited
films
for
later.
you.
Yeah. Guys, thanks for coming to stop by.
It's nice to meet
Thank
you.
you.
All righty.
Thank you.
Komen, Nebraska's got a big event in October, and we're all familiar with the Race for the Cure.
Why the organization added an event this May. The well-known journalist and author who'll be there.